running Tesla and SpaceX, and building a new Starship every 72 hours so he can colonize Mars isn't enough, now Elon Musk would really love to build an efficient and quiet HVAC system for home use. While discussing Tesla's new Model Y SUV on Twitter earlier in March, the philanthropist and technology entrepreneur confirmed that his company could make use of their current heat pump technology to develop a smart HVAC system for home use. Smart HVAC controls will be the future of the HVAC industry. The public's need for efficient energy use and building automation systems, along with the growing adoption of IoT, will see the industry reach $27.4 billion by 2023. Unfortunately, the growth of smart HVAC controls will also bring a multitude of opportunities to those who would like to gain access to these smart devices in order to steal sensitive data for nefarious purposes. Cyber attacks against smart home devices are currently growing by a staggering 100% each year. As such, it'll be crucial going forward that HVAC companies ensure that their own systems are protected against cyber attacks in order to mitigate the chances of becoming unwilling accomplices to cyber criminals wishing to make use of their systems to gain access to their customers or end users. HVAC companies can accomplish greater security through ensuring their accounting systems are protected with 256-bit SSL encryption to help protect financial data and keep their data protected in a HIPAA-compliant data recovery lab. The good news is that much of the growth of HVAC has been and will continue to be achieved by greater energy efficiency. This is accomplished through the sensors within smart systems that can communicate to thermostats or home HVAC systems via the cloud with connected devices such as smartphones. Due to the increase of internet users over the last several years, new opportunities for home automation and products like remote access controls, wireless thermostats, and smart vents make the smart HVAC segment attractive, not only for its usability, but also for its opportunities to create tailored and personalized luxury. For Tesla's upcoming Model Y crossover, the engineering team went back to the drawing board to create a solution for heating, as well as the necessary battery range to reach their targets. Tesla's biggest challenge with regards to their batteries was performance during cold weather. Their solution was new heat pumps that Musk has said represent some of the best engineering that he's seen in a long time. On Twitter, Musk said that the heat pump his engineering team came up with is first rate, saying, quote, "Model Y heat pump is some of the best engineering I've seen in a while. Team did next level work." Experts and Tesla enthusiasts online are speculating about how it works, and a hypothetical heat pump can operate in a different way depending on how it's designed and positioned. Does it just move heat from the engine into the rest of the car, making it more like a traditional combustion engine car's heating system? Musk has previously voiced his support for smart HVAC systems for the home. However, it may finally become part of Tesla's overall strategy, as Musk confirmed that his home HVAC would be quiet and include some form of humidity control and a HEPA filter. When looking at connectivity, Musk has indicated that a home HVAC system should be able to communicate with a car. He said the system will know when to adjust the humidity and temperature so that the homeowner would walk into ideal circumstances upon his or her arrival. It would also need to know exactly when the homeowner is returning home in order to achieve or deactivate home security systems, which have become increasingly advanced in recent years to the point that they can recognize faces and allow wireless automated control. Although we already have the technology to keep home temperatures at a certain level, humidity and particle control is something Tesla believes in. Tesla has already gained considerable experience when it comes to air management. For instance, Tesla's Model X SUV, launched in 2015, came with a bioweapon defense mode, used with great success during the 2019 California wildfires. This defense mode can filter the air from outside for circulation in the vehicle. Although we may never be certain of its actual bioweapon protection capabilities, Tesla has proven they have the know-how when it comes to the filtering of particle matter at high levels. This bioweapon mode has also proven effective in reducing asthma attacks. Musk has voiced his goal to transition the world onto sustainable energy on more than one occasion, and his company already has a variety of products available that pushes towards this goal. The electric vehicles are one component, addressing one of the world's heaviest polluters, but their revolutionary batteries, used in both their car and home installations, also store clean energy. Right now, the question is whether Tesla should be broadening its scope, considering its current capacity challenges when it comes to their solar roofs. With major new product launches coming up, perhaps some further expanded use of Tesla's technology to enter new markets could be the way forward. On one hand, it sounds like a big departure from its usual product. but Tesla has already built a lot of experience in HVAC systems, probably more than most automakers who rely more on suppliers and less on vertical integration. Tesla can leverage its solar and Powerwall sale and installation teams to also sell and install its home HVAC systems. The industry is noticing a dramatic rise in the technology's popularity due to companies investing in HVAC and also for their environmental sustainability in the long run. Smart HVAC systems would definitely be another step in the right direction for Tesla. Elon Musk said that one day all transportation will be electric except for rockets. Yes, that even includes airplanes, which have long been on his list of things to electrify. The Tesla CEO first floated the idea in an interview in September 2018. The plane he envisioned was a vertical takeoff and landing, or VTOL, vehicle capable of flying at supersonic speeds at high altitudes. The idea has largely remained a far-fetched dream because in order for Musk's design to work, the plane would require a battery with an energy density higher than 400 watts per kilogram. Tesla's newest batteries, Panasonic's 2170 batteries, used in Model 3 cars, can only achieve an energy density of around 260 watts per kilogram. Tesla is working to increase that capacity at unprecedented speed right now. In a new exchange with ARK investment analyst Sam Corris on Twitter, Musk said Tesla may be able to achieve volume production of 400 watt per kilogram batteries in just 3 to 4 years. Although that will largely be a result of Tesla's effort to extend a vehicle's driving range, a battery of that capacity will be just powerful enough to get an airplane off the ground. Batteries of 400 watt per kilogram with a high cycle life being produced in volume, not just a lab, is not far. Musk tweeted Monday night in response to Corris's post speculating on Tesla's electric jet project. Musk's comment came just 2 weeks after Tesla's battery research team in Canada published a new paper in the scientific journal Nature that discussed the latest progress in Tesla's battery technology and possible breakthrough performance in a next-gen battery cell. Such high energy density can increase the range of electric vehicles by approximately 280 kilometers, or even enable electrified urban aviation. Researchers led by the physicist Jeff Dunn wrote in the paper. Tesla hosted the Battery Day event along with the company's annual shareholders meeting on September 22nd. The electric car maker announced updates on several key projects, including the Cybertruck, its battery production facilities, and a rumored super battery that could last a car up to 1 million miles throughout the battery's life. Tesla could maybe one day create an electric vehicle takeoff and landing craft, but don't expect it anytime soon. On Sunday, the Tesla CEO Elon Musk responded via Twitter to a fan question about whether his electric car company will enter the aviation space with a VTOL vehicle. While it would be a radical shift in the company's efforts, Musk has hinted at plans for a VTOL before. And his latest comments suggest it's not entirely out of the question, but it's not a priority. Enough already on my plate in Teslas. Maybe one day we'll do a prototype. Those are relatively easy. Volume production with high reliability and low cost, and passing all regulations, is 100 times harder. The comments are the latest hint at Musk's plans for a zero-emissions flying machine. But these have been more than a decade in the making. Musk floated the idea back in 2009 when he said in a TechCrunch interview that an electric plane gets more feasible as battery energy improves. He also mentioned the idea in a brief cameo appearance in the 2010 film Iron Man 2, a film where lead actor Robert Downey Jr. turned to Musk as a model for the titular character. While Musk has had the idea for a while, he's remained firm that one of the biggest hurdles to an electric jet is energy density. The Tesla Model 3's battery has a density of around 250 watt-hours per kilogram. Musk claimed in 2018 that a jet would need around 400 watt-hours per kilogram at a minimum, perhaps even 500 for desirable performance. The project came to the fore once more on Tesla's Battery Day in September, when the company unveiled a series of advancements that could make batteries cheaper and faster. Prior to the event, Musk said that a 400 watt-hour battery is around 3 to 4 years from volume production. During the event's question and answer session, Musk was asked about the jet again. While he didn't commit to Tesla actually making the jet, he did say that, quote, "Our batteries will, over time, start to approach the 400 watt-hours per kilogram range." On his Twitter page, Musk has recently dropped more hints that the jet is on his mind. In October, in response to a post about the anniversary of the supersonic jet Concorde's last commercial flight, Musk wrote that, quote, "There should be a new supersonic jet, this time electric." Musk appears not to have given up on his electric jet idea, but he has to focus on Tesla's other priorities. That means electric cars, solar energy, and battery storage. Tesla is known as an automaker now, but in July, Musk declared his ambition for clean energy to account for half of the company's output in the future. It's quite a goal, especially considering clean energy accounted for just 6% of the company's revenue at the time. At Battery Day, Musk outlined how battery technology could transition the world to clean energy. It would involve boosting annual battery production for electric vehicles from 0.1 terawatt hours today to 10 terawatt hours, and production for other energy types to jump from 0.006 terawatt hours to 10 terawatt hours. Later that day, Musk said Tesla's new batteries could reduce investment per gigawatt by 75% and require a 10-fold smaller building footprint per gigawatt hour. Musk may not want to shift Tesla into aviation, but the company appears to be making big strides towards boosting battery production to transition the world onto clean energy. Tesla CEO Elon Musk is no stranger to innovation. From cars to rockets to tunnels, the prolific entrepreneur often redefines entire industries, sometimes beginning with a single joke or tweet. Now, he has dropped a new bomb on us, opening the door to a Tesla electric bicycle. In 2018, Musk sat down with Kara Swisher for an interview on Recode Decode. The far-ranging interview spanned topics from the Tesla CEO's copious Twitter use to the toxic US political climate and the Tesla pickup truck. But near the end of the interview, Musk dropped a whole new kind of bomb. After talking about how undignified electric scooters, such as those used by Bird and Lime are, ruling out that Tesla would ever build one, he set his sights on a different two-wheeled EV, electric bicycles. However, several years have passed and there were little hints as to Elon's plan for the electric bike. However, recently the internet buzzed with talk of a new Tesla e-bike concept, a futuristic silhouette packed with electronic steering, autopilot technology, and a new approach to suspension. Tesla recently unveiled its Model B concept, the first electric bike of its kind for the brand. Welcome to Tech Archives. Today, we'll uncover Tesla's secret e-bike project. Model B was developed in partnership with industrial designer Kendall Torner. The electrical bike features a sleek frame design, fold-out footrests, and handlebars. Each wheel is equipped with its own dedicated motor, forming the first ever dual drive system for an e-bike. And the spokes of the wheels are replaced with shock absorbers to ensure the smoothest ride. The handlebars do not independently rotate like normal bikes. For Tesla's e-bike design, the rider simply applies force to one side of the bike to make it turn in the respective direction. There is also an integrated dashboard which allows the riders to see route metrics alongside navigation maps, which makes commuting much more convenient. In terms of safety, the Model B is fitted with forward, side-facing, and rear proximity LiDAR sensors that scan the surrounding and create a quote protective bubble around the rider, alerting the individual of any obstacles. It also comes with its own autopilot that lets the built-in AI system take over and safely maneuver the bike using multiple sensors integrated into the frame. Could Tesla spawn US electric bicycle manufacturing? Despite taking a hard hit after the Trump administration imposed 25% tariffs on imported Chinese e-bikes, the US electric bicycle market has been growing impressively year after year. Electric bicycles are becoming an increasingly popular form of both recreation and everyday commuting in the US. However, there is almost zero domestic US electric bicycle manufacturing. Even after the Trump administration's import tariffs have increased the price of electric bicycles, most US e-bike companies have confirmed that they have no plans for moving production to the US. The cost to develop the necessary tooling, supply chain, and skilled labor force would be so high that no current US e-bike company could cover it. But Tesla could, leveraging their existing design and manufacturing capabilities to produce a Tesla electric bicycle would be relatively easy for the company, and doing so could create a monumental shift in the electric bicycle industry unlike anything before. The electric bicycle industry has come a long way in the past decade. Early designs were largely standard bicycles with bolted-on motors and batteries. Newer designs have become sleeker as parts, cables, and electronics have been further integrated into the vehicles. However, there hasn't been a huge amount of major technological improvements in e-bikes over the past few years. On the battery front, many packs look sleeker but still use the same old 18650 battery cells that have been on the market for 2 or 3 years. E-bike batteries haven't gotten much lighter or longer lasting. E-bike hub motors haven't seen drastic changes in nearly a decade. Incremental improvements have made stronger gears and slight efficiency bumps, but nothing major. Mid-drive motors were a big innovation 3 or 4 years ago, but have since largely seen smaller updates, making them functionally lighter or adding slightly more torque. Nice improvements, though nothing major. But Tesla could take changes to the extreme, leveraging their motor and battery know-how to create a paradigm shift in the industry. Batteries could become more energy dense and last for a decade instead of just 2 or 3 years. Motors could be half the size or twice the power while becoming quieter and perhaps invisibly hidden in the frame. The Tesla electric bicycle could include huge weight savings or be easily foldable to fit in a trunk. E-bike range could skyrocket with larger efficiency improvements and better regenerative braking. The Tesla electric bicycle could potentially be theft-proof, or at least theft-resistant, with integrated GPS tracking. The user interface could become a central design focus and not an afterthought. Perhaps charging could be incorporated into public stations or even Tesla superchargers. Is a Tesla electric bicycle a close reality? Elon Musk has made much more outlandish statements that turned into reality. So with him, nearly everything is possible. Despite Musk previously stating that he would never build a Tesla electric motorcycle, he sounds much more optimistic about a Tesla electric bicycle. Of course, we won't know for sure until he decides to expand on his interest in e-bikes. But from the sound of his Recode Decode interview, it sure seems like he has already given thought to the Tesla electric bicycles. So you might be pedaling a Tesla sooner than you would have imagined. What do you think? Should Tesla build an electric bicycle? Let us know in the comments below. Model S sedan was the first mass-market car to prove that electric vehicles could be fun to drive, eco-friendly, viable as everyday transportation, and even usable for long trips. The Model S does all of that even better for 2021. Depending on which trim you choose, the Model S can travel between 390 and 520 miles on just one charge and deliver blistering acceleration performance that rivals some of the world's best supercars. Tesla now sells more practical and more affordable models such as the Model Y SUV and the Model 3 sedan. But the Model S remains the flagship of the brand. Its interior is spacious for 4 adults, but doesn't live up to the luxury price tag. With increased pressure from rivals such as the Porsche Taycan and the upcoming Lucid Air, the Model S is no longer in a class of 1. But for some buyers, the car's athletic chassis, ludicrous driving mode, and exceptional range are enough to sell them on the Tesla EV lifestyle. What's new for 2021? The new Model S starts at $79,990 for a long-range, dual-motor version that gets 412 miles of range. Or people can spend $119,000 for one with the new, more powerful Plaid powertrain that goes 390 miles with that sub-2-second 0 to 60 time. The Plaid Plus version with 520 miles starts at $139,000. The Plaid and Plaid Plus versions have a top speed of 200 miles per hour with, quote, the right tires, according to Tesla CEO Elon Musk, while the long range tops out at 155 miles per hour. Tesla says that the Plaid versions should be able to do 5 times as many quarter-mile runs as previous Model S sedans, thanks to the new powertrain and the new heat pump that was developed for the Model Y. The new Model X retains the same exterior design, but features the new landscape dashboard screen, butterfly steering wheel, and rear passenger screen. The new Model X starts at $89,990 for a long-range, dual-motor spec that has 360 miles of range, a top speed of 155 miles an hour, and a 0 to 60 time of 3.8 seconds. Tesla is selling a version with the Plaid powertrain for $119,000 that gets 340 miles of range, has a top speed of 163 miles an hour, and can get to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds. Both updated vehicles also come with an infotainment system that's powered by a chip capable of 10 teraflops of processing power, allowing passengers to play games like The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077. The new Model S has some light updates to the exterior of the car, including a standard large glass roof, but the biggest visual change is inside. Tesla has axed the portrait touchscreen in favor of one more like what's found in the Model 3 and Model Y, though with far smaller bezels like we've seen on the Cybertruck prototype. There's also a stalkless U-shaped butterfly steering wheel, much like what we've seen in the forthcoming second-generation Roadster, and a screen behind the center console for rear seat passengers. Unlike the Model 3 and Model Y, the new Model S still features a screen behind the steering wheel. Engine, transmission, and performance. With an electric motor dedicated to each of the front and rear axles, the Model S offers full-time all-wheel drive no matter which version you choose. Acceleration of the various models ranges from outstanding to ferocious. The 2020 Model S test vehicle delivered a blistering 2.4-second 0 to 60 mph time and proved endlessly entertaining thanks to its immediate power delivery. The Plaid and Plaid Plus models boast a third electric motor, which boosts combined output to up to 1,020 horsepower. Tesla hasn't released those beasts into the wild yet, but claims they're capable of a 0 to 60 mph time of less than 2 seconds. The standard Model S has proven itself an agile sports sedan with well-controlled body motions and direct steering. 2 different settings allow drivers to choose heavy or light steering effort, but neither of them enable more feedback from the road. Range, charging, and battery life. Under the Tesla's floor lies a battery pack that yields a low center of gravity and evenly distributes weight from the front to the rear. Driving range and acceleration performance varies from model to model, with the long-range version's battery providing up to 412-mile range, while the Plaid model offers up to 390. The new Plaid Plus model may be interesting to those hoping to extend their range even further, as Tesla claims it's capable of up to 520 miles of driving between charges. That number narrowly beats upstart Lucid Motors and its Air luxury sedan, which is rated for up to 517 miles per charge. While EVs such as the Chevy Volt and Polestar 2 deliver serviceable driving range, the Model S remains an impressive alternative to gasoline-powered vehicles when it comes to long-distance usability. Entertainment and connectivity. Fans of modern minimalism will adore the new Model S's cabin, which comes standard with a giant infotainment screen that controls almost all of the vehicle's functions. Technophiles will be in heaven, but we're not completely sold. The screen's positioning on the dashboard will require some drivers to lean forward in their seat to reach certain icons, especially those near the top right of the display. Unlike the cheaper Model 3, the Model S provides a secondary display for the gauge cluster and a small touchpad in the rear seat as well. Safety and driver assistance features. Although the Model S has sparked a nationwide conversation about the safety of partially autonomous vehicles and has been reported to catch fire after certain types of high-speed impacts, its safety credibility is buoyed by decent crash test results from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety and the knowledge that car fires aren't uncommon either in electric or gasoline-powered vehicles. Key safety features include 1. Standard automated emergency braking, 2. Standard line departure warning, and 3. Available adaptive cruise control with semi-autonomous driving mode. Are you excited about the new Tesla Model S? Let us know in the comments below.